right, stats. So here is the what is probability activity at the start of the 4-1 notes. So it says on your Chromebook, click on the following underlying link to access the coin flipper simulator on random.org. So you've done this before. So there's the coin flipper simulator. Again, it's going to check my browser, whatever. I think it's also going to ask me about cookies, I think. So just make sure you allow selected whatever it does. Whatever. Okay, so going back here. So it says choose the US 1 cent penny. So again, in the coin type, go to the US. I don't know where we're last, right? We should be first, right? With the United States. I joke. United States 1 cent penny, but not really. Select one coin to be flipped. So flip one coin. Record whether, so flip the coin, record whether you get heads or tails. Okay, so when you flip the coin, let's see what happens. Oh, there, I got a tails. So you're gonna put the tails in the result 1, tails, use a capital. And then underneath it, it says proportions of heads. You are going to do the division in a calculator. Now, again, if you have to use a graphic calculator, that's fine, right? Or something, whatever. But right now, what is my proportion? Well, it's the number of times I got heads, which is 0 out of 1 try. That's a proportion of 0. Right now, I have 0 heads. 0. That's it. 0 proportion. Okay. All right, now we're going to toss it a second time. Now notice here, when I flip again, the timestamp's going to change. So watch. It's going to change from 1552.8 to something else. So when I see that timestamp change, I know that the coin changed, because sometimes you might get the same result in a row. Don't think like, oh, it's going so slow, it's not doing anything. It might have done it. This time I got heads. So in the second one, I'm going to put heads. Now my proportion is now 1 out of 2, because I got 1 heads out of 2 tries. Now I'm at 0.5. And you're going to do it 8 more times. So again, I'll flip it again. Again, watch the timestamp. Okay, see, I got heads. It changed though. So my third result is heads. Well, now I have 2 heads out of 3 tries. Now mine is 0.6666 repeated. I said round to 3 decimals, so 0.667. And I hope you see the pattern you're going to do until you get all 10 things filled in. So remember, after the 5th try, you got to roll over down here 6 through 10. All right, so that's the first step. Do that. Okay, next. It says now we're going to click on the underlined link to launch the Idea of Probability applet. Okay, so here's what you're going to get. All right, so you're going to set the number to 10 tosses. So number of tosses, go down to 10. There, I just clicked 1 to the left and it's 10. And it says, and click toss. Toss. And know you'll see it as it's going. And notice here you have a graph proportion of heads. It has how many heads you got, how many tails you got. What proportion of tosses were heads? So again, I would put in here, I got 0.500. So 0.5, whatever you want to put. You can put 50, it doesn't matter. Okay. Click reset and toss 10 more coins. Reset and toss 10 more coins. Now I got a proportion of 0.600. 600. And again, you just put 0.6. Repeat this process 3 more times. Did you get the same proportion all 5 times? Why or why not? So obviously, my answer can be no, not all the right times. And again, why or why not? Think about something we talked about in chapter 3 in terms of why you might get different proportions for different samples. Good. And then, okay, that's fine. All right, so then now it says step 3. What if you toss the coin 100 times? Repeat the applet and have it do 100 tosses. So now over here, I'm going to reset the applet, but now the number of tosses, I'm going to click over here until I get to 100 tosses and toss. It goes a little faster, thank goodness. So while it's doing that, I'm going to go here. So it says, is the proportion of heads exactly 0.5? Is it close to 0.5? Copy and paste your graph below as well. So let's see how good I am. So I got 0.480. So I would put 0.480. I would put that's close to 0.5, not exactly. And then I would come here, and however you do it, I'm going to do it using my screen clipper. I'm going to copy and paste this right here that involves the graph and this bar, blue and green. Copy, and I'm going to paste it right there. Well, you know what I have to do? I have to change that. So that'll be changed so that you can copy. Right now, it won't let me because I don't have the right type of question. So again, I want you to copy and paste your graph below as well. Okay, so you'll do that on yours. And then lastly, it says press toss 4 more times without hitting reset. So here, I want you to keep pressing toss 4 more times. So when you press toss, it's going to take a while, right? But see, it's going above 100. You're going to do it 4 times, so you get 500 tosses. What happens to proportion of heads? So I want you to watch as this is happening. What is happening to your proportion of heads? And then discuss what the statement means. If you toss a fair coin, the probability of heads is 0.05. Now, this question is set up right, so you can copy and paste your final graph below as well. So your final graph, if you do it right, should have 500 tosses up here, right? So this number should be 500. So be aware of that. Okay, so hopefully this activity goes well.